blisters, it is me, Ashley, and today I am showing you how I achieve these ashy brown, like kind of subtle highlights. I absolutely love the way that this unit turned out. I show you the whole process from start to finish. And not only do I show you all the products, but I list them in the description box down below. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my new uploads. Like this video if you like videos where I'm adding highlights and color and dyeing hair. And then make sure you leave a comment down below letting me know what you think my next hairstyle should be, because this turned out so nice. Like, I bumped the ends. I didn't show the styling or the cutting because I did cut the hair a little bit and then I just bumped the ends. But next time, if you guys want to see styling, let me know in the comment section down below. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into my start to finish black to highlighted ashy brown hair. Starting out, I'm listing everything that you're going to need on the screen. I didn't purchase any of this online. I bought it all in the store. So I have the steps on the screen. Pause the video so you can read the 3 steps thoroughly. But this is exactly what I'm going to do in this video. I'm mixing 3 scoops of my BW2 bleach into my bowl with my 40 volume developer. And I'm showing you exactly how I mix it up. I just eyeballed the 40 volume developer, but I wanted to use 3 scoops, and those 3 scoops lasted for like the entire head of hair. So you don't need a lot of bleach, but I did add a little bit more developer because the first batch of bleach and developer that I mixed up was like pancake mix, and I wanted it to be a little bit thinner than that. So getting started, I'm taking triangle sections in the very front of the hair. So I put the wig onto my wig form, which I bought from Amazon, and I actually parted it down the middle and hot combed it in the middle because I thought I was going to wear it in a middle part, but I ended up wearing the hair in a side part. Either way, I took those triangle sections and I'm just applying foil underneath the strands of hair that I sectioned out, and I'm brushing my bleach and developer mixture onto the pieces of hair that I sectioned out. And what I'm doing, since my foil was already pre-cut, I didn't use the aluminum foil that you like buy from the store, like the roll. I bought the pre-cut aluminum foil like sheets. So it wasn't long enough for my hair to have bleach added to it all the way throughout. So I have to fold the hair upwards and just make sure that I saturate the entire section of hair before I close the foil. So what I do is section the hair off after those front pieces. I start with those first because I want them to be the lightest. I section the hair off, and then I do the weaving technique where I use my comb and I run it through the section of hair. I pull out smaller pieces of hair, and then I place the foil underneath the smaller pieces of hair that I pulled out by weaving my comb through, and apply my bleach and developer mixture. Just brush it on and then pull the hair upwards so that I can saturate the entire section of hair. And I like to brush back and forth so that I can make sure I'm not just coating the top of the hair, but also coating underneath the hair as well. Once I'm done, I fold the foil strip up and then I flip it over. So I'm just showing you up close what it looks like to do the weaving technique. So you section the hair off, you weave the comb through, you put the foil underneath the pieces of hair that you weaved out of that section, and then you just want to paint that bleach mixture on. I turn my brush to the side when I get to the top because I want to feather the bleach so that there isn't a harsh line of demarcation. You don't ever just want to apply the bleach close to the root and just paint it on. You want to feather it by turning your brush to the side and like swiping downwards so that it has that natural blend from the roots to the colored part of the hair. That way you don't have to go in with the box dye that's of a darker color and then color the roots. The roots are already that natural color, and then it just has like that natural ombre, that natural fade into the bleach. So again, section off the hair, weave the comb through, put the foil behind it, and just begin painting that bleach on, feathering it at the root, and then proceeding to paint it on, going like side to side, backwards and forwards, pulling the hair up, and then making sure I saturate that by going backwards and forwards, side to side, really making sure that the entire piece of hair, the front and underneath, is saturated with the bleach. Once you're done, you want to close your foil and fold it upwards. So those are the close-up shots. I'm just showing you now that I have completed that side of the hair. I'm moving on to the other side of the hair. So the first section of hair, I worked from the middle part down, and I worked like from the actual middle part all the way to like where the ear tab is. On the other side, I worked from where the ear tab is all the way up to the middle part. So whichever is easier, if you want to work from the bottom to the top or from the top to the bottom. Now I'm showing you what I did to the back. Honestly, y'all, I got so lazy when I got to the back of the hair. I didn't want to use the foil strip, so what I did was section the hair off, painted bleach onto the hair, and then used my comb to run through the hair so that it had like that kind of like natural, like subtle highlighted look to it. I didn't put too much rhyme or reason into the back of the hair. After bleaching my entire head of hair, I let it sit for 30 minutes. Once those 30 minutes were up, I took my wig to the sink, and now we're removing all of the foil strips. I didn't count how many foil strips I put onto the hair. Actually just sectioned the hair as I pleased and just went in and used the weaving technique. And then for the back, obviously you saw I just used the comb to create that kind of streaky look. So now I'm thoroughly rinsing the bleach out, and then I'm going to shampoo the hair twice with just a regular shampoo. By regular, I mean it's not purple. So I use mane and tail specifically, and I'm just going to let it air dry and then blow dry it all the way. So this is what it looks like after it's been bleached. I haven't added any box dye to it and made it ashy. This is just what it looks like initially. So what I'm going to do is section the hair off in like bigger chunky sections and use my brush to brush the box dye through. So if you would like the hair to be ashier, you can obviously use like an ashier box dye. I believe they have a dark ash blonde, Revlon carries it. Or if you want the hair to be lighter, you can use like a lighter box dye. I do believe they have a light ash blonde. I was going for a brown ashy tone, so that's why I used dark blonde. And I let that sit for 20 minutes, and then I took it to the sink and rinsed it out. And this time, after I rinsed the box dye out thoroughly, I washed the hair with purple shampoo and then conditioned it with purple conditioner. And because I put the hair through, even though it wasn't an intense dye process or bleach process, I did bleach the hair. So at the end, this is obviously optional, but I did add a deep conditioning hair mask, and I let that sit on the hair overnight. So the purple shampoo, the purple conditioner, and the deep conditioning hair mask were purchased from Sally Beauty. And then everything else that you saw was purchased from my local beauty supply store. So the bleach, the developer, the gloves, the foil strips, everything else was purchased from my local beauty supply store. And then back to the unit itself. Once I let the deep conditioning mask sit overnight, I washed the hair out the next morning, blow dried it, cut it, styled it, installed it, and that is it. That is the 3-step process on how I achieved this ashy brown highlighted hair. Okay, y'all, that is it. Again, make sure to give the video a big, huge thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my new uploads. You can turn on that post notification bell. Leave me a comment down below letting me know what you think about the results. Would you try this? It was super easy, but let me know if you would try it. And also, give me some suggestions for my next hairstyle. So, that is it. Until next time, stay beautiful. I love you guys. Goodbye. Mwah!